The purpose of this video presentation is to document the work that was performed on one Cannabi grand piano, serial number 46651 in Rosewood. I'd like to talk briefly about the two different concepts which we incorporate into our policy here in the New York Piano Center. The first method of work is the retail work, and that means we work directly for clients who bring their pianos here, and we are asked to provide expertise, consultation, and estimate of repairs, which will be used later as a guideline and work order for us as to how to restore, how to refinish, what new parts, what old parts to put in the piano. And we are responsible for such expertise because we're being paid for it. The second method is the wholesale method, which means we get pianos from piano technicians and piano dealers who bring their own expertise. They bring us their pianos and they tell us what kind of work and what parts should go in their pianos. Dealers and piano technicians do not always hurry with their work. Many times they store it with us for months on end while they're deciding what they need to be done, what kind of work goes in, what part goes. Many times the factors for this decision may be whether they're busy or not. Many times a factor for their decision is they've sold a few pianos and now they feel encouraged that they want to do a little more work on the pianos. So they're going to do a few pianos with us, and they call us and they let us know, go ahead, start on the work, and feel a little excited, put a little more work. In any case, to make the story short, they do not ask us for an expertise. They assume the responsibility for the expertise, and we are simply their service center. We listen to their expertise, and we follow to the T exactly what they ask us to do. And in this particular case, with this instrument, such was the case. Of course, we have some piano dealers who are very prompt and who follow up their work immediately. As a matter of fact, we specialize in some services that only take 4 weeks, and in our terminology for piano restoration, that's a very short period of time. And some of our dealers actually insist that the work is completed in 4 weeks. Not Maximilian. For instance, we had received at the same time a piano from Maximilian, which was a Steinway grand piano, model XR, which was completed about 6 months ago, and the piano is still here. We don't know what we're doing with it because Maximilian will call us at the right time and let us know when he needs his piano. When we have received this piano in April 28th of 1995, and I'm now referring to this Cannabi piano, we were under impression that the piano belongs to Maximilian. Piano dealers retain the identity of their clients to themselves. They do not share that information with us. We just know we receive piano from a piano dealer. The name of the client is irrelevant. We work on a wholesale level. We do not work for the retail client. We're not responsible. We do not warranty these works for the clients. We only warranty the work on a piano such as this for 30 days to the piano dealer. And after that, the piano dealer warranties the piano to the client. This is where they make their profit. And that's why the responsibility on a wholesale work is usually very strictly abided to by all piano dealers. And this is a very unusual exception which I'm going to address now in this videotape. The piano came to us on April 28th, and in spite of my work order here, dated May 1st, 1995, from Maximilian House of Grand Pianos, this work order didn't come to us until late May. We have placed numerous phone calls to Maximilians. I have a stack of papers here that prove with dates that we have tried to get in touch with them regarding the what kind of work needs to go into this piano. Finally, they've decided to send us a fax in which they say we need to repolish, regulate, replace necessary parts, use original repetitions, clean and shim the soundboard, replace tuning pins and strings. And eventually, in late September, this work was completed. For some reason, Maximilian is usually a rather difficult person to get in touch with, and a few weeks later, he had informed us that the check will not be forthcoming from him, but from one Mr. Jonathan Strasser, who apparently is the owner of this instrument. I complained to Maximilian at that time that this is not the policy for wholesale services, and this is going against everything that wholesale work represents and the responsibilities with. But Maximilian mentioned that his communication or his cooperation with Mr. Strasser became, to say the least, edgy, or anyway, there was no contact, so we needed to bill Mr. Strasser for the work. So in spite of our earlier invoices to Maximilian, we had billed Mr. Strasser. We had no choice, since he already knew from Maximilian what the wholesale price would be on this work. And I forgot to mention here that our retail work is priced much higher, at least 50% higher than our wholesale work. And the reason for that is simple. We do not assume the responsibility and don't provide the service that we normally provide to retail customers who ask us for estimate of repairs and the expertise, and of course a personal warranty. So we had received a deposit check on, let's see, the deposit check came in on 22nd of June, 1995, check number 1256, and it was for $2,800, which at the time left a balance of $3,175.40 to be paid when Mr. Strasser could find the time to come in and examine the work that was done on the piano according to Maximilian's request. Mr. Strasser, for reasons unknown to me, didn't show up in our shop until late October or early November. And during that meeting, Mr. Strasser had expressed his appreciation